Start us off with this gorgeous sunset that one of our viewers down in Canyon City, Maddie, got for us, and it's just gorgeous with these colors, a lot of oranges and yellows that we saw last night. Now, if you do have any pictures of the sunset or any weather related pictures that you have, you can email the weather team at weather@KOAA.com. We love getting those pictures, and you can have a chance to be featured on air. So that sunset for this evening is going to be around 8:24. It'll be delayed by a minute or two depending on where you're at, but it is going to be very similar, either 8:24 or 8:25 along the I-25 corridor. Now, current temperatures 84 degrees in Colorado Springs. We are still holding on to those mid-80s. 93 for Pueblo, and we'll still have those upper 80s for the southern I-25 corridor. Now, over towards Canyon City, we are still hanging on to those 90s this afternoon and lower 70s for Woodland Park. We do still have some air quality alerts in place, though, for different reasons. Now, the Denver Metro will be because of ozone levels, and that is going to expire just a little bit later on. Now, going into the western half of the state, that is going to be expiring Monday at 9 a.m., and this is due to the wildfire smoke that we are seeing from current wildfires that are still ongoing out that way. So most of the smoke, at least today and early tomorrow, will stay out that way, but then things are going to change once we get into Monday evening. We'll start to see it enter the Denver Metro, Colorado Springs, and Pueblo, really 11:45, around that midnight mark for us, again going into Monday into Tuesday. So if you do walk the dog pretty late before you go to bed, don't be surprised if you do smell a little bit of smoke and see a little bit of a haze outside. That should move out of the area once we get into Tuesday. For current conditions, though, those winds are coming out of the north for us here in Colorado Springs. Though lower levels, we are seeing it come out of the southeast, which is helping to bring some moisture to the higher terrain and the mountains out that way. So we are still seeing some ongoing shower activity out that way, but we're staying dry for the southern I-25 corridor and out towards the plains as well. Current conditions, though, here in the Springs, we do still have a little bit of cloud cover across the area. No rain to report of at the moment. Now, going into the rest of today, we'll continue to see those mountain showers and thunderstorms. The main threat along with those storms will be lightning, gusty winds, and some heavy rainfall at times. That will continue to push south. We'll likely see a couple of sprinkles along the I-25 corridor, but nothing overly dramatic. Now, I am tracking an increase of moisture, though, once we get into the beginning of this work week. 40–30% going into Monday and Tuesday, and things will really start to ramp up once we get into Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll have near daily chances for some afternoon thunderstorms. So going into Monday specifically, we'll start to see those afternoon showers pop up around that noon mark, mainly for Teller County in the higher terrain. That will start to push into the Monument area around 3 p.m. and then it'll become a little bit more widespread once we get into the later part of the evening. Overnight lows will be in the 50s and 60s across the area and will be very similar to those temperatures and what we saw today going into Monday. Here's what you can expect for the next 7 days. Zooming into Wednesday a little bit more, rain chances will be on the increase, especially going into the afternoon. Pueblo, temperatures will be in those 90s all the way through Wednesday. Rain chances picking up right about that time too. Canyon City, 90s all the way through Wednesday. We'll have quite a high chance of some afternoon rainstorms going into the next week. Woodland Park will have temperatures in those 80s for the next 2 days.